more stuff that you haven't filled out. Which I think would probably, it's not quite as funky as you might want to go, but it is more than just colouring in different colours.
No, I agree, but there's a problem in the project there. I mean, I wrote down stained glass lacks convincing illustrations. And at the moment it is a bit, you're trying to convert the building into a happy, joyous, get away from that ugly facade thing. But you're not in any way, with your sample and those things, I say that actually I think that look horrible. But if you have some illustrations, you know, nice technical drawings, good renderings, showing how the light reflects, seeing the tower from far away, I mean, you could convince me, but you're not at the moment.
I would describe the atmosphere in these buildings.
I know you've got a lot of technology.
Well, I just this interesting is about caution, isn't it? Because I was thinking something similar, not about the tower, but about the landscape back here, where you're being very fair to everybody, and I'm wondering whether you should just let the cars sweep out through there. Really make it feel that you don't just set it up, so you don't have to divide it up into modular things that are necessary. You give a bigger sweep to it. And he's right, we can take another run at the block itself and see if that opens up. Because one of the very first things you said is that it felt very claustrophobic. You're not necessarily going to change that with this arrangement.
No, I mean,
inside the flat itself, as a community to live in, it's not necessarily I guess the last thing on that line about showing us the NDV, this is the thing with the huge canvas. And part of the attraction is the astonishing feat of this enormous thing sticking out when it shouldn't be possible to do that.
But your photographs on the other side, which doesn't have that much on the side,
I can't see that.
no, there's in south elevation, they treat them differently because of the balcony types, because of the sun. What's more pleasant, what's going to get more sun. And actually on the north elevation is actually like a deck exit, but it's glazed and therefore slightly flat, so you can get
well, that's interesting in itself, isn't it? Is that he's shown I found a way to explain this because it's on the other side of the building. Your two sides of the building is more or less the same. Maybe there's more mileage in two different aspects. So you'll take I don't. What stage is the project at? Because is this the end of the project?
No, we've got our final trip in May, and then we've got a portfolio handing on the 20th.
I think you need to sort out, obviously there was some kind of a conflict where is really the project. So is it in giving everybody this extra bit and the landscape plan, or is it actually in the architectural gestures? And you probably want to go both directions. You need to find out what it is. And you need to, I could easily see what you would say that actually these are all ordinary balconies. I'm not going to really change the facade. And it's all about this thing. It's all about the function of the building, a very functionalistic building. And it could be a great and pretty brave project as well. I mean, you could go into social structures, economic structures, say how this would regenerate building. Or you could go into really drastic gestures on the outside. Or you could merge into it. There is a bit of lacking over the soul.
But I think you've got time to try and manage all of those and see whether you can get them all going.
And I think in terms of the master plan, I'm fairly convinced of the general strategies. I like the allotments, but I'm not convinced by the details of it.
I think there needs to be much bigger.
Yeah, that was what I needed to focus in on the details of each place, and that would probably inform more about how it's organized.
And then it's the geometry, which I myself was saying, but it's not conveying a really work-through platform. It's just how you pull these lines in between here. It doesn't really
I think that becomes more explicit at a bigger scale and with more sort of sketch sections.
It would be very nice to see
collages,
section.
give you the texture and the flavour of it, because you know, for this range, quite a lot of plans, and I'm sure we're going to say this a lot more over the course of the day, but you know, texture, flavour. I mean, when you go to a bigger scale on your flat sections, it's kind of, you kind of want a bit more in that. You don't want to make it sit. So
don't stay just with the A2 drawings. I mean, you should have something that just screams passion and dedication. A0 or a couple of A1 pieces or something that go to deeper level and different. It talks about passion much more than everything you say.
It'd be great to see either a section or an isometric or something through, or a section or isometric would be nice to show. It did show, because at the moment it's almost two elements to the project, and it's not, you don't want it to read as two elements, this is all part of one regeneration of one area. And then you'd be able to show, you know, definitely people playing football, you have people on the balcony.
on the same drawing.
Yeah, you could really start to, and that could be quite, if it was quite a big drawing, that would be a, sort of your key drawing and you'd be constantly referencing it. Whereas at the moment it's very small, so you're kind of saying, you've got people playing football here, and it's that size of a postage stamp.
You know the project by Nell Archways in somewhere, which is the basketball court? It's really neat project. It's the base of a high rise, so they have a cafe and they have the roof of the basketball court. And there's a big glass part of it, so you can actually see it playing part of the field from below. And there's a big skateboard thing that goes together. It's just, you have those elements there. They probably could then being a bit more integrated and stuff, placed next to each other.
Well, yeah, there is quite a lot of time between now and then. In one way, it's quite difficult to see how you're going to be using our time, because there's this aspect of it, and I think that the other aspect still interests me anyway, as to how it would be a proposition that would actually work out. And you may not have the equipment to do it as a student at school, I don't know. It's, you know, it's topical. They're going to take down Robin Hood's Gardens or not on the basis of some bright architect coming on and solving it on its own terms. You know, if you could sort this out and keep it as a social housing project, I think that would be an interesting thing to do.
Don't get tricked into the only of time. I mean, you still have quite a bit of things to figure out where the spirit is.
Why do I say that? I don't know. May seems like the other end of the planet.
And if you're going to get really convincing, so if you really want to take this to a good level, just because it's a tower block and you're doing humble adjustments with it, it needs to go to really push in terms of how far you go with it, how far you present.
Part of the regrets also sustainability, use of materials, and the way the materials deal with light, and maybe that's part of the reason why I've been more controlled in my decisions and what I've put in to improve, and just thinking about how much you need construction can use, how much you can take away.
Have you got evidence of projects which go all over the place for you to justify that? It could be you're doing this because you're cautiously inclined, which is perfectly alright way to do it. It does sort of require that you get things, as he says, in much greater detail.
And if anyone, in the end of the year, if anyone comes and questions you and says that, I don't think this is great enough, then you should get upset. Then you should disagree with them. You should why you done the one the way you have. Because there should be a rationale for it. Okay?
This isn't brave enough, somebody says, so you haul them to their feet. You want to see something brave.